karma privately. I don't want to be a burden. I handle things.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Sports Geek. Long time no see, long time no talk. My name is Errol. I'm your host. What can I say about the Yankees? They're doing phenomenal. They're playing phenomenal baseball without Garrett Cole. We've got some young guys on the team, aka Anthony Volpe, Austin Wells, all doing well. No pun intended. Luis Gil is acting like a true ace, or acting. He is a true ace. He's performing well. So what can we say about the state of the Yankees? I mean, I have a lot to say in a short amount of time because I got to go to work after this. But I don't know. I just think that they're doing great. They're playing great. And as a fan, you can't be more proud of the New York Yankees. Like I said, achieving everything this year so far without Garrett Cole, as well as a few other missing pieces like Scott Efros, for the bullpen. Jonathan Loizaga went down, or Loizaga, however you say his name. Just a lot going on with the team. So how do you? And then we just got DJ LeMahieu back, which is great defensively at third base. Not to mention, we got to give DJ a little bit of time. He just got back from an injury, and it's going to be. I predict that probably another 20, 30 days or so before he hits his stride. Almost like this is his spring training, and then DJ should start hitting for average. So if DJ's at the bottom of the lineup, and he can get on for Anthony Volpe, then the Volpe can get on for Judge or Soto. I mean, that's an automatic 2, 3, 4 runs right there, within the first few innings of the game. That's what you kind of want. You kind of want to just knock it out the park and kind of get your opponent down. A lot of our batters have been taking some good pitches. They're working the opposition starting rotation, knocking them out of there by the, 5th, 6th inning and getting to that bullpen. That's what you want. You want to take some pitches and work the other team's starting staff and get it to their bullpen. Like I said, a lot going on with the Yankees. I haven't been on for a while. Just want to say, another thing I heard from Hal Steinbrenner. So I guess he went to an owners meeting and he was simply saying something that, having a payroll of over, 300 million is not, sustainable for them financially, which is understandable. That is a lot of money. Say what you want to say about Hal, but you can't complain. He spent his money, whether we've spent it wisely or the people that have been put in charge of that of said dollars have spent it wisely is a whole different story. But the dude spends money. Should you spend that kind of money to win a championship? I don't think so. I'm in complete agreement with Hal. I don't think you have to spend that kind of money. I think spending 200 to 250 nowadays, that's decent. Please realize a lot of teams aren't spending that kind of money and they're actually performing. I have no idea what is the Phillies payroll. Phillies 2024 payroll. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, they're at $254 million and they're in first place. I think last year was 255, so it went down $1 million. So, I mean, listen, that's pretty good. You don't want to have a $300 million plus payroll. The Yankees are on the hook for Judge's salary, Garrett Cole's salary, Carlos Rodon's salary, Giancarlo Stanton's salary. Now, the good thing with Giancarlo Stanton's salary is that I believe the Marlins will start to kick in $15 million as of next year. So 2025, for the remainder of the next 3 or 4 years, we have him. Giancarlo Stanton. Giancarlo Stanton contract. So his contract is going to expire. Let me check Sports Track. Why doesn't it tell me when it expires? We know it's 13 years. 2027. So I guess they're saying this expires 2027. Is that even real? So 24, 25, 20. I guess, okay, I guess it is. So I guess next year they start kicking in $15 million. So what's good, it's only costing the Yankees 15 million, right? But guess what? They're paying $22 million in luxury tax for them. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So 2026. Oh no. No, 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 no. This is incorrect. So next year he makes $32 million, just like he's making this year. Then 2026 is when it drops off. Then it goes down to 19 million. But the funny thing is, they're each and every year they're paying $22 million in luxury tax till the day the contract expires. That's crazy. That's absolutely absurd. That's crazy. And there's a club option for him on 2020. They're not picking that up. I know for a fact. It runs through 2028. So they're not going to really see any breaks next year on John Call. So they're on the hook for another $32 million next year. So you can see why Hal is saying it is unsustainable financially to have, that's 90 plus million dollars just between three players, plus Carlos Rodon's $26 million. I mean, between four players, over $100 million. And I think they're paying LeMahieu probably 16, 17 million. So something like that. So it's crazy, but I wouldn't worry if I were you guys. Like, seriously, I think what Hal is trying to say, and this is just my opinion, I don't talk to Hal, I have no inside proof, but I think what he's trying to say is people like Gleyber Torres, people like, sorry to say this, probably Anthony Rizzo, they're not coming back next year. They have club option. Well, Anthony Rizzo has a club option, which I'm sure they won't pick up, but there is a $6 million buyout. So they will be on the hook for $6 million next year if they choose to just not renew pick up the 19 million, which that money has to go to Soto, right? So it's almost called $20 million right there dedicated to Soto. Gleyber's making what, 16 million this year, and then he's a free agent next year. So that's 36, really $35 million if you do the math properly, that can be allocated towards Soto, that you wouldn't be incurring any more debt. Now, what pieces can we move? I would not pick up Jonathan Loaiza's contract. He's too injured. Clay Holmes might have to go. I think we have we have some young players in the minors, that can be a reliever, right? So let me see here. Was it Jake Neely? All right. Yeah, so he's still Wilkesboro, Scranton, Wilkesboro. I don't know if this is him. Jack Neely. Yeah, this is this guy. He's 6'5". Was born in June 2000. Overall pick number 333 in the 11th round. This guy here, he's got flamethrower stuff, man. And he's got pinpoint accuracy. So this guy can be our closer. This guy, he's got like a 1.30 ERA right now in AAA. That's our starting guy. That's our closer of the future. And they have others down there that we're unaware of that can close games out for us. So there goes is going to be gone. I think Josh Donaldson's money, the $6 million they're paying him this year for his buyout, that will be off the books next year. So just between those four players, so Clay Holmes' money, Anthony Rizzo's money, Gleyber Torres' money, Jonathan Loaiza's money, Josh Donaldson money. I think they're still on the hook for Aaron Hicks for one more year. I think his is up until 2025, right? Aaron Hicks contract. The 9.25. Okay, so in 2025, it includes a $1 million buyer for a club option. So in 2025, they still owe him almost $10 million, $9.5 million, but they have a $1 million buyout. So that money comes off the books. So all that money right there, just from a standpoint, right? Just think about this. Soto's making what, $31 million this year just for Soto. But now you've got at least $40+ million, close to $50 million, that if it took Soto $50 million a year, which I'm hoping it doesn't go that high. Listen, where do I start with this? When I was younger, I truly believe that athletes should make as much money as possible. Why, you ask? Because it's all that they do. That's what they're good at. And God forbid they get hurt, injured, killed. Yes, you can get killed playing so many sports like football or hockey or even baseball. You get hit in the head the wrong way. You're done. And that's it. There's no more earnings for you, or you get you seriously injured. So with that said, I always felt like they should make what they want. But right now I'm looking at it from a business standpoint, from an economical standpoint. Baseball does need a salary cap. It does. It does need a salary cap because these teams do make money. But when you're trying to put a team on the field, to field a competitive team where you might have 2 or 3 stars and then surround them by youth, a mix of veterans, the cost and the inflationary price of these salaries because of the players union and because of agents, it just doesn't hold. It doesn't make it possible. You're seeing it right now. I mean, they have to defer Shohei Ohtani's money, $700 million. I think he's getting paid like $4 or $5 million a year because Shohei makes money outside of baseball. He's a brand. I think Shohei makes like $35 or $50 million a year alone outside of baseball. So he's got money a year. He makes that. So he can defer the rest of his money almost tax-free, almost, and get paid on the back of the Dodgers, but allow the Dodgers to free up money to go get, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, as well as Tyler Glass now and others. So they have like a little super team going on there. So they kind of skirt the system, right? Most players are not going to defer the money. That was Shohei's idea. I don't think Juan Soto's going to defer money. If he does, that'll be great. If he wants to be a Yankee, dude, for $10 million, if he wants $50 million a year, I say Yankees pay him 40 or 42. So he'll be the top player on the Yankees. I think Judge make him 40 or something like that. Then defer $8 million or $10 million or whatever it is once Cole's contract's up. So I think Cole's contract's up when he's 37. But I think he might opt out this year, which he'll opt back. Then the Yankees have to just pick up that opt out. So he'll opt back in, and I think he's done at 38. So I think Cole is 34 right now. Garrett Cole age. He's 33. 33. So 4 more years on his contract. And then you've got, if he opts back in, so 5 years. So Soto could defer $10 million a year, right? For 5 years, right? And then the Yankees can start paying him $50 million because Cole's $36 million will drop off. So who cares if you're paying Soto an extra $6 million or whatever, $8 million a year? You got more than 35 coming off from Cole. So that's, if he wants to defer, he could do it that way. Or, well, it'd be cool, and I'm sure because Boris is greedy, he's going to create opt-outs. So that would be in the Yankees' best blessings. Really think about it. Suppose they go, okay, let's give them 13, 14 years, $550 million, right? Let's just do some quick math here. So calculator. So we'll go 550 divided by, let's just do 14, right? That's $39 million a year. It's almost $40 million a year, right? It's not bad. But if Boris goes, well, I want to opt out when he's 30 or 31. Hey, if I'm the Yankees, I'm laughing all the way to the bank. Sure. Because right now you're paying top dollar, or you can front load the contract. You say give him 45, right? And kind of tailor it down as he gets older. So pay him up front, make him the top paid player in baseball besides Shohei Ohtani. And once again, I'm praying to God that these stupid sports announcers and sports writers and all these people on ESPN and wherever they're from, well, geez, Soto should get like, $700 million or 800 past Shohei. No, they're the ones, these jackasses, pardon my French, these fuckers, pardon my French. They're the ones that create these fake fucking salaries. Oh, he should get this. Look at what happened with Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He was supposed to get like $180 million, $200 million. Well, he should be worth 250, and he's the best pitcher. And what do you pay for Cy Young and this fuckery, right? Till the guy got fucking 300 million plus. He's never thrown a ball in the fucking Major League Baseball in the MLB. That's crazy to me. That's freaking crazy. So, they're going to hype it up. Soto's age is going to be like, dick harder than a freaking rock, sitting here trying to get $700 million a year. Sorry, bro, he doesn't pitch. I don't like Shohei. He's a good player, but I don't like him personally with all the nonsense scandal that went on and nothing was done. Like he didn't know about the bets. Give me a break. You can't sit there and say that Juan Soto pitches. And I love Juan Soto. Listen, Juan Soto gave me a big glass of shut the fuck up. What I mean by that is when the Yankees traded him, I knew they were getting a good player. And I thought he was a good player. But to me, I'm like, he never really hit 300 or over 300. So why should he get that kind of money? Well, listen, he shut the fuck up because he came to Yankee Stadium. He's been performing. He's hitting over 300. Hi, Kitty. He's hitting over 300. And he's doing his business. He's performed well in New York. That's what you want to see. The guy's a gamer, just like Marcus Stroman's a gamer. This guy likes to play ball. He doesn't look at him. He's crazy. Look at his eyes. He looks at his pictures. He's like, yeah, you got to strike by me, but I'm going to get you. But if I don't get you tonight, I'm getting you another day. He's not right in his head. You want that competitive balance in your lineup. You want that competitive edge all the time. So, but for the good grace of God, he's not a two-way player. He can't pitch and hit. So that alone should bring, I hope teams are just real about this to tell Scott Boras, I'm sorry, bro. I'm not giving your dude $700 million a year or $850 or whatever it is you're looking for. You're not breaking this record because he doesn't freaking pitch. Whether Shohei decides to pitch or not, or just become a hitter, I'm sorry. He's a hitter. He's a good hitter. He's a generational hitter, but he's, $500 million. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. Maybe it goes to 550. And I think if it stays in that range, Hal will come through the trigger because at that point, it's $40 million a year over 14 years. And he could front end load it. He can front end load it $50 million if he wants a year and give it to him. After 5 years, opt out. You got the best prime years of Juan Soto. If he wants to go elsewhere, so be it. Let somebody else pick up the tab if Scott Boras wants to be greedy and reset the market again. Let somebody else deal with that headache. You got 5 years from him. If he wants to stay a Yankee, say, listen, bro, if you want to opt back in, we'll give you another $50 million deferred if you think you want to be a Yankee for the rest of your life, but it's deferred. You'll get it after you're done playing baseball. We can't risk not being able to sign somebody or re-up Volpe in 5 years, or all these young guys coming up. Jason Dominguez, that's going to be coming up. Like I said, Jack Neely. I mean, there are a ton of young talent. Our farm system is looking nice. It is an exciting time to be a Yankee fan. It is exciting. We haven't seen this much time in the farm system since when Jeter, Posada, Pettit, Mariano came up. And we've got more than that coming up. I mean, those guys are generation players as well. But these guys, I mean, we got some serious young talent coming up, and I'm excited for the Yankees. So I don't think we should worry about the payroll on how Hal stated. He's a businessman. He's got to say like that because the Yankees are paying a lot of luxury tax to other teams that get the MLB collects this pool of money and hands it out to teams depending on how bad they lose. The problem is those owners are not spending the money on the team. They're pocketing it. So it pisses Hal off. He shouldn't have to pay, $150 million in luxury taxes to other teams. The Mets pay it. Boston pays it. I'm sure Atlanta pays it. The Phillies pay it. All these big market teams have to pay that price. The Dodgers, they're paying a hefty luxury tax price. And we're seeing the benefits of that around Major League Baseball. I shouldn't say that because I guess with that's the wild card. The wild card allows so many teams to get in. So if the right team gets hot at the right time, you might be a loser team or a loser market. I should say a loser market or just a market that's not a big market team, a small market team. You can get in if your team gets hot at the right time. But that's how I see it. So I just want to jump on here, tell you guys, I wouldn't worry about how, with the remark he said. I think if Soto's age remains reasonable, I don't know if they're going to extend him. He's this close to free agency. Why not test it? But I would simply, if I were the Yankees, say, listen, we want you back. You know where you stand with us. Go out and test the market. We're going to send free. You've never been a free agent. Let us know what the offers are. And as long as you come back to us and say, hey, give us the last rights to match it or beat it, we're good. If you promise us that, man, listen, do your thing and just come back. But come back and let me. And if a team like the Mets or somebody else, who's going to really afford Juan Soto? Let's think about this for a second. Who can afford Juan Soto? The Mets, maybe a couple other teams, but seriously, those other teams aren't going to break the bank and add another $500 million plus their freaking payroll in one player. The Phillies ain't going to do it. The Dodgers aren't going to do it. I don't care what they say. They're on the hook for $1 billion, and they got people coming up in their farm system that they got to pay. So I don't see that happening. So, and then to me, why would you want to be a Met? I'm sorry, Met fans out there, but no offense. You're not ready to win. So it might take Cohen 2 or 3 years to put a winning team together. So, Soto's going to waste away for 3 years. The Yankees are built to win now. They're built to win now. They've got the young guys coming up. Volpe's performing. Luis Gil's performing. They'll blow this kid's arm out. Like, they just need to watch his innings. I know there's no inning on him per se. I don't understand that. You need to protect that arm. I say you start once Cole comes back, put him in the bullpen, make him like a dual threat with maybe Nestor. Maybe he pitches 3 innings, next Nestor pitches another 3 or 4 innings, and then hand it off to the bullpen. That way, come September, you can start to ramp him back up, right? Out of the bullpen, give him some spot starts. Then by October, you've got Cole, Gil, and Rodon. That's 3 starters for your playoffs. You only need 3 of them. That, to me, that's a winning combination. And you still got Schmitty. If Schmitty, God forbid, one of them shits the bed and has a bad start, bringing Clark Schmidt or Stroman, come on, dude. You're golden right there. There's your bullpen right there. I mean, so I don't know. I like I said, didn't want to come on here and throw a tantrum on the Yankees state of mind at this point in time. But like I said, I think that they're in a good position right now. Cole's on his way back. We just got LeMahieu back. Like say, give him some time to just get acclimated. As for Rizzo and Glaber, so listen, they're good guys. I'm sure they're great guys in the clubhouse. If I was Hal, I'd have a talk with, Judge. I'm like, listen, I know you like your boy Rizzo over there, but I'm sorry. Our goal right now is to really secure Juan Soto, and we can't pick up that contract. So they can hand that ball over to TJ Rumfeld. He's a 6'5" target over there in the minors that can play first base. His power's taken a little bit of a drop this year, but his batting average has gone up. And because these guys are so young, power is usually the last thing that kind of develops with a baseball player when they're in the minors. So the fact that he's hitting for average like 295 right now in the minors, which is good, I can project, I can see his power coming back as he gets to the majors and bulks up a little bit. It'll come back. So even if the guy gives you 20 home runs a year, who cares? But if he can hit 295, 300 first base, and he's great, he won a Gold Glove in the minors. Come on, let's take it. Let's get more athletic. You got Caleb Durbin down there. He could play shortstop. Jorvit Vivas, he's coming back on the men. That's probably Glaber Torres' replacement to play second base. Just, or maybe Peraza. Peraza, I heard, is back. He's down there, performing. Batting average still kind of low, but he is playing. So the Yankees have some options internally, which is great news for us. And we got more young pitching on the way. So listen, I just want to jump on a little bit, talk about what Hal said, calm people's nerves. I don't think if Soto wants to be a Yankee, he's going to be a Yankee. And I think Hal's going to make that happen. I think they got like 70 million coming off the payroll. I think, let me see this. I'm not talking out of my ass over here. Yankee payroll 2025. So Sports Track. So in 2025, their adjusted payroll is $202 million. That's how much money's coming off. They're over 300. I think they're 305 right now, right? And we got the trade deadline coming up. So, I mean, honestly, if we could move, I don't think they're gonna move Glaber. We need a lights out bullpen guy. I know we got Scott Efros coming back, but we need a lights out bullpen guy to badge to Clay Holmes for the time being. Luke Weaver's been doing great, but we can't just rely on him. And I have no confidence in Ian Hamilton right now. There's something going on with this guy. We just kind of lost it. And then there's Aaron Hicks. Yeah, so $202 million in 2025. Listen, if Soto wants $50 million a year, it's there. So we're at 250. Then we could pick up some complimentary pieces. Like if we want to go out and get a real, like suppose we want to get Corbin Burns, really after the starting rotation, right? I don't think they would do that because with Luis Gil here, Garrett Cole here, they still have someone for like another year plus an option. Rodon's here. We're going to put him. We're going to trade Clark Schmidt. Like that's not going to happen. So as much as I would love another solid starter and just do it like a 3-headed beast or a 4-headed beast, that's how you win playoff games, man. That's how you win games, period. The money is there to go 280, 290. It's there. It is there to play with and make some sensible trades. maybe they trade Giancarlo Stanton. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work. They can't release him because they're on the hook for $32 million next year. So that money doesn't come off. So yeah, that's a lot of money. Wow, Carlos Rodon is $27 million. Well, that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. So Rizzo's only $17 million. LeMahieu is $15 million. Lou Trevino, that's $5 million right there. That'll come off the books. So it's 5 for Lou. Yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, there's a lot going on. But listen, just wanted to jump in here real quick, give you guys my 2 cents. My name is Errol Ladabir from Sports Geek. Love the Yankees, love what they're doing. Hal, thank you for spending some money. Brian, thank you for putting a great team together this year. I know people complain about you, but I understand the madness. Trust me. I know it's not when you're the one making the decisions, you're the one that's always left being crucified if things go wrong. But so far, so good, man. Listen, keep it up, Yanks. I'll stop by again maybe one day next week or the week after. But once again, thank you for listening to Sports Geek. See you guys soon. Have a good night.
Hey, nowadays the pain follow me. Deal with trauma privately. I don't want to be a burden. I handle things.